Hey guys, I'm Dr. Jeremy.
I'm Dr. Abby.
We're from Sprouting Health Chiropractic and Kinesiology, and today we're talking about primitive reflexes, or otherwise known as retained neonatal reflexes, or RNRs. What are these things? So reflexes, you would know that we can get a reflex hammer, tap your leg and your knee goes out, and we can test functions of nerves by doing that. But retained neonatal reflexes are different things. These are things that we find on babies. Typically they're there before 4 to 6 months old, and they're present to help them do things that they could not otherwise do, like because they can't think through things at that age. So for feeding and latching and sucking and learning to crawl and walk and protecting from danger, for example, and building their immune systems, there's lots of different reflexes that we identify and we test and we make sure that they're integrating. And there's interesting things happen if these reflexes aren't there at the right time or don't integrate at the right time. And we're going to go through a couple of examples of that now. And if you recognise that in some of your children or even adults, send them in, because we'd love to help your neurology function in a less, would you say, calm state, better productivity, more relaxed. Coordination for sports, yeah, bang on. It's huge for sports, right?
Sensory awareness of where you are in space, so you're not bumping into things or other people.
Balance.
Yeah, emotional regulation. Yeah.
So, I want to go through a couple of examples.
Yeah.
What are you thinking of? You got one in mind?
Well, I'm thinking of the emotional regulation side of things. A lot to do with anxiety, not being able to change our emotional state according to what's happening in an environment, or being able to calm ourselves down well. Heightened sensitivity is a big one.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, which one's that, Jeremy?
Would you say the Moro?
I would say that's the Moro reflex, yeah, 100%.
So you guys have probably seen that on babies as well. So when a baby gets scared, their arms come out, otherwise known as startle reflex. And Dr. Abby just had a great point that when people have a retained Moro reflex, some people can't turn off, other people get too cranky. Yeah. There's another one, Galant reflex, that we see in here as well. We see lots of, there's 18 different reflexes we can test in various ways. But the Galant reflex is when we have oversensitivity on the back. So for a little baby, if you stimulate their back, they'll turn to the side you stimulate. That should integrate. If it doesn't integrate, these
we get low back pain.
Low back pain,
we
and kids,
sore legs.
Ants in the pants kids, they don't stop moving. They don't like sensory, where they close the sensory as well.
They don't like tags. They hate tags.
Good one.
Yeah.
Do you think
undies, they hate the lining
on undies can annoy them. Had some kids that won't want to put their clothes on. Is there anything else, any ones that you think people would want to know about? I mean, we test them all when you guys come in, but any other ones that you think quite interesting to talk about?
Swimming?
Swimming reflex.
18R reflex.
18R can affect running, swimming. Rooting reflex, this is a good one. The kids will want to bite their shirt. They get the big salivary, you know, everyone's seen a child at school with a big salivary patch. That's a reflex.
Dribbling.
Dribbling.
Lots of dribbling.
What
Don't
about
like
this one?
food.
Yeah, hand and mouth relationship. So when we're writing and the tongue's going, that's usually a retained reflex. So there's lots of things, and that can also affect mood behaviour that we know. I think that's a pretty good wrap. Do you want to add anything?
No, I think we covered it.
If you suspect that you've got reflexes, or anyone you knows got reflexes, get in, get them checked. As we've discussed, Dr. Abby and I, we know that it's easy to just move through space. Sport's easier, your mind's more relaxed. I think that's all I've got to say about that.
That's good. Thanks.